here for a few minutes?
Lock away your lust. I don't need it.
Hey guys, today I'm in the woods of Gilsum, New Hampshire, and I'm off to look for a mica prospect. Kind of last minute decision here. Today was raining out and I was just going to go scout the area for some future trips, and I just couldn't let it be. So I picked one out that's not too far of a hike that I'm going to go search for. It's drizzly, but it's not pouring. I got my new GoPro. I want to play with that. So everything was just pointing to get out of the car and let's have some fun. So I'm a little bit into my hike. I just came across something that I'm going to show you. All right, here we go. This is collapsed. It doesn't look like it's been touched in a while, but I think what I'm seeing is where somebody used to live. Maybe camped out here for the summer. Got a bunch of framework that has collapsed. A big cloth that would have covered up and over. There's some chair and different things. A bucket, which I won't go near that. And so just all the telltale signs that maybe somebody was, this is where they stayed for a bit. Even over here, I'm just seeing now, almost looks like one of those, like on the survival shows where they make a lean-to and they cover it up with brush. I think that's what I'm seeing over here. It's definitely what I'm seeing. I got a can. So somebody's old camp. They're not here anymore. Hopefully they're somewhere much warmer than this is out here. Coming to this field, and there's some old stuff. You see an old wooden crate thing over there, and I see this tree. I'm thinking, I'll be darn it. It looks like an old swing that was hanging up there. Long gone. And then I look down here, you'll see in a moment, another one that isn't gone. There we go. I have absolutely no idea who comes out to play on this. There's not a house in sight. But somebody strung it up. So I'm coming down this, what looks to be a one-lane dirt road. And there's telephone wires, and here's where they stop. Here's the last one. This pole is anchored. No more wires. And here is a collapsed house. So could it be that the tire swing in the side yard outlived the house? It's almost like two structures. We got the big house that I'm standing on. Maybe a barn, garage. Alright guys, I got good news and bad news. Good news is we found it. This mine consists of two cuts. One up just over the hump there, and that's just an open cut. You can see bottom. And then over here, it's another cut that's iced over. And a couple things. One, I was looking at the dump piles, and they seem pretty big for a couple small excavations like this. We got a few dump piles. And then I also had read that this had a possible underground workings. So then I'm thinking, all right, maybe this, where it's flooded here, just went straight down quite a ways, which actually it does. If you see me lose my stick here, almost lose my stick. But then also it cuts underneath the rock. So I'm going to see if I can show you that. I can see a gap right here where there's no ice. And when I came up, I was able to poke. So you see this goes straight in. So underneath this water, it added tunnels into the rock. We're not going to get to see it. I'm going to kind of mess around, see if I can get a few pictures and poke in there and maybe get an idea of how deep it goes. But that's all that we'll be doing, is seeing it from the outside. All right, see if I can do this without falling in. But you see I'm going in at an angle, and that's it, no resistance. It just, however far it goes. I'll see if I can find an old map and maybe show the diagram of a lot of these old mines were mapped back in the anywhere from the 20s up through the 50s. If I can find an old map, I'll pop it up and give you an idea of what is underneath there. I did some poking around, and that's everything to do with the mine itself. I'm kind of wishing there wasn't snow at the moment, because I came across at least one old remnant from the mining operation, I have to believe. This old barrel, old metal rusted away. So maybe there's more. I'm not going to find them, but we found a mine. We're going to be able to check it off the list. We can verify that it was or is an underground mine, flooded currently, and who knows, maybe we'll have a really big drought someday, and I'll come back up here and see if I can get a better look inside. All right, guys, on my way home. Tally for the day was just over a mile. Barely enough to be called a hike, but I was able to salvage something on an otherwise rainy day. It was the kind of rain that I woke up this morning and checked the basement and see if we were going to have water down there. But went out, took a shot, and caught a break. Caught a little a patch where it wasn't raining, and we were able to knock another one off the list. Found it. It was underground. Although we can't get into it, every time we find one of these and it's underground, that's a success. That goes on the list, goes on the database. So a fun day after all. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next adventure.